Village icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
News time, 8 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Thursday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast. We stream to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. A pair of Clinton business owners have combined forces to create an event that has the community buzzing. By this time next week, it is entirely likely the Mr. Lincoln Square in Clinton will be filled with hand-decorated Christmas trees. Nate Ennis, owner of Nate Ennis State Farm Agency in Clinton, and Missy Morris, owner of Sweet Maze Ice Cream Shop in Clinton, came together in late October to start this Herculean effort to put on what is becoming a big event for the Saturday after Thanksgiving, November 25th in downtown Clinton.
Oh, one evening I just thought we needed something in this town. We needed some Christmas spirit, so the next day I went to Nate and I knew that I needed somebody that was as hard driven as I was, but was a little bit more calm than I was. Him and I sat down. I just told him, I just said we need, I just thought we could do the trees on the square and just do a downtown winter wonderland.
Immediately I was all over it because Missy and I both have kids, and obviously, her running an ice cream shop, she sees a lot of kids and puts smiles on their faces. So just another way to do something for young kids in the community, but I've got an almost 3-year-old and almost 2-year-old, so I thought, what a great way for them to enjoy it. Missy's got kids. We just want to have something to do in town. We've talked about how we leave town and in the Christmas season to go do something. There's really not a Christmas event here in Clinton, and we've got this beautiful Mr. Lincoln Square. How can we maximize it? So, yeah, the idea was stolen from, some other areas, but that's what you do. You take good ideas and then, we grow upon them. So we saw what Lincoln, Illinois was doing and met with those folks over there. Kathy and her husband run that event pretty much all themselves. They've got 140 trees. So we decided to start small, do what we could this year, but things have really come together pretty quick with a lot of good people help.
As Ennis and Morris started putting together information on social media, he indicates he was very encouraged by the response to this. They sold 63 trees, and there was tremendous interest from community groups, families, and businesses to decorate trees for the event.
One of the things that maybe didn't surprise me, but was just really encouraging to see, we saw some just couples doing it for themselves or individuals just saying, hey, I want to decorate a tree. I like decorating. Let's put something out. It was mostly organizations. So we've got some nonprofits. We've got a lot of people doing it in memory of someone, so a lost loved one. And that's what's really cool, too, is they've got something that the family or whomever can gather around and say, we're doing this in honor of our daughter or our wife or grandma or whoever it might be. So that's really cool, too, to bring something like that where people have an opportunity to kind of put their loved one on display or, do a tree in honor of them. That's been really cool. I mean, our vision is really anybody that wants to participate. So I'll be honest, we did not push it super hard with the businesses this year. We did mostly social media stuff and let people come to us, and that was an amazing thing that people just flocked our way. We kind of thought for a while, we might have to kind of go door to door with some of this with businesses and see if they'll be willing to participate because they've not heard of it before. We got support really quickly and have a good mix.
The trees will be on display throughout the month of December with a big tree lighting event on Saturday, November 25th. Ennis hopes to see a big draw for the downtown downtown businesses.
We're trying to have it done by Thanksgiving preferred, but Friday night would be okay.
Yeah.
Or even Saturday morning, probably some finishing touches. Then Saturday night, the 25th, is our lighting ceremony. That's kind of the main event. We're going to have. And this I can't stress enough. The square is beautiful, and a lot of people just miss it because if you don't have a reason to get down there at night, you may not see it. During the Christmas time, they have a large tree. The city owns a large tree, and those guys work really hard to decorate the entire square. So we're actually going to have a lighting ceremony for all of it at once. So we're going to have all the power killed to the center part of the square, and it'll be black in the middle of the square, and then we'll count it down, and at once we're going to pop on either the small trees first and then do the big tree. We're still working on that. We're going to kind of test some of it next Wednesday. But so I think just having an event to draw people there and then having these trees in place, 63, where people and families and groups will come to look at the trees over the next month and a half or so, I think is really good, because the square will continue to be utilized, and hopefully any businesses that would be open, people would go. We don't have a lot of shops on the square, but there are several great businesses on the square that people will be able to go into or look inside, or even Missy's ice cream.
The tree lighting event will have a lot going on. Ennis and Morris have rallied numerous community businesses and groups to participate and offer free food and drinks. Morris will be leading an activity for the kids as well.
Amazing stuff going on. So it's November 25th. We'll kind of start the event about 5:15, so we're hoping folks come out. Maybe bring your lawn chairs if you want to sit down and, kind of snuggle in before the lighting ceremony. But we've got lots of things going on, especially for kids, too. I'll start with a DIY reindeer food station. So, Missy?
So Sweet Maze is doing a reindeer food station. It's just oatmeal and glitter and marshmallows, and then the kids put it out Christmas Eve, and that's the magic that the reindeers eat while Santa's putting all your presents under.
Coffee Corner is doing a free hot chocolate bar. So kind of an upscale hot chocolate bar with the marshmallows and whatever they're going to do, but it's their own little twist on not just going to be a simple cup of hot chocolate, but it's completely free.
Kylie said she cannot do a simple hot chocolate.
The Clinton Eagles are providing a hot dog and chips meal for the first 200 people. So completely free hot dog and chips. Whoever wants to get it can get it. We'll have a little kind of photo station, so photo ops inside of a bubble house that's being sponsored by Save-A-Lot. So Dave Jackson and Clinton Save-A-Lot are sponsoring this for us. Kind of looks like an igloo, and it'll be decorated with Christmas colors and stuff. So we've got a company that we've hired that comes in and does that. Mariah's Mums and More are doing free kettle corn, so kind of sample bags of kettle corn, but completely free. So people just walk up, and I don't know what her limitations are, how many she's going to have. So, get there early for that. The Nazarene Church Choir is going to be singing Christmas carols throughout the night. So we kind of picture when we get there at 5:15, they'll start singing, and people will walk up to the square and hear these, Christmas tunes being sung. And then the Friends of WHOW will be handing out just cookies, just free cookies, just there to hand it out to kids and people and families. And so there'll be a lot going on, and I really picture everybody's going to have something in their hand. Hot chocolate and a cookie, or hot chocolate and a hot dog. I mean, it's going to be really cool. Mainly these organizations have just, I think they've all really donated. So that's one of the things we're most proud of.
For the inaugural year, Morris and Ennis are very excited about the enthusiasm from the community. Morris explains she's had people come to her ice cream shop to express their gratitude to be able to honor a loved one who's passed.
Each year we opened Nate did a nonprofit for us, and each year we're going to keep growing. So next year we hope to add train rides and carriage rides. And I think once people see how great this goes this year, that they'll jump in and do more things, and we'll just keep building. And our big goal is to do an outdoor skating rink for the town. Like Lincoln, I don't know, over in Lincoln they have one in their park over there. So
Pontiac has one
Pontiac has one. And Taylor actually did that one. The city administrator actually did that one when he was over there. So he's got a lot of knowledge on that. So yeah, that's our big goal, is just to keep growing it each year, and just so it just becomes a tradition when your family's in town for Thanksgiving, Black Friday shopping, and then Saturday night you're just going to come out and enjoy some hot chocolate and look at all the trees. In memory of ones are what got me. I've had people crying in my shop over. It's been amazing to see. We've heard some ideas from the businesses and what they're doing, and I can't wait to see all of them.
The trees were purchased at $50 to be decorated on the WHOW Morning Show Wednesday. Ennis told Regional Radio it is entirely likely they will not make back what it cost to have the trees displayed on the square.
And a lot of people have asked, what's the money going to? And I think the one thing that's maybe easy to forget, the trees cost money, and we're getting them for a whale of a deal this year. Generally speaking, we'll probably lose money on the trees. Like that will typically be how it'll go. Because $50 a tree, a live tree these days costs about $35, $45 depending, and then we've got signs that we're placing out in front. So we're going to try to reuse those yard signs as much as possible to kind of keep expenses down. But between a tree and a sign, we're already over $50 a person, or $50 a tree. So we've got some help with these organizations. The city's helping with a donation this year to kind of help with startup costs. And so we don't want it to be like this just constant proverbial fundraiser, but we do want it to be a partnership with these other businesses that do what they can. Missy and I are both small business owners. We get asked to do a lot, and we love doing a lot, and these businesses love doing a lot too. But we don't want to put undue pressure on anybody, and that's what's been great. We've had a lot of these folks have come to us and said, we'd love to help. We'd love to do this, and that's been really cool, and we see it growing again next.
The City of Clinton, at its Tuesday night City Council meeting, is set to vote on a $2,000 contribution to the effort. Ennis and Morris hope that will allow them to expand the event next year in downtown Clinton, and they hope to see a bigger event as well. Find the Clinton Festival of Trees on Facebook for all the details of, again, the November 25th event on the square. Trees will be on display until December 31st. News time is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock, or rather 8 o'clock, pardon me, here on this Thursday. We stream to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. A look at local sports comes your way next. The Clinton Lady Maroons got their first win of the season on the hardwood last night from the Clinton Turkey Tussle Holiday Tournaments. That story comes up next in sports. Get the latest again in local news anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Chip Flory here, the host of AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running agriculture talk show. I'm here to remind our listeners on Central Illinois' agriculture station, WHOW, that you can hear our show weekday mornings from 10 to 11 on WHOW's many platforms. On the Big 1520 across Central Illinois, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, and now on 106.5 FM in Logan County, and on the WHOW app. AgriTalk on WHOW.
Do challenging weeds cloud your view of clean cornrows? It's time to shift your focus to residual weed control that won't quit. Introducing Store-In Corn Herbicide, an innovative formulation of 4 residual active ingredients that provide consistently clean rows and maximum weed control, up to 3 weeks longer than leading corn herbicides. For a focused weed management strategy that works, talk to your Syngenta retailer about Store-In. Always read and follow label instructions.
Hi, this is Congresswoman Mary Miller. It's my privilege to advocate for my fellow farmers on the House Agriculture Committee. As your servant representative, I want your thoughts and feedback on the upcoming Farm Bill. The first bill I introduced in Congress bans China and our adversaries from purchasing U.S. farmland. I also introduced legislation to prevent Biden EPA policies from imposing burdensome regulations on farmers. I also voted to support crop insurance and promote trade policies that benefit farmers. Please visit my website, marymiller.house.gov, or call the office of Congresswoman Mary Miller in Mahomet, Illinois, to share your thoughts on ag policy with me. While you're there, remember to sign up for my weekly newsletter to stay informed on important votes and hearings in Washington. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let's go straight to the NBA scoreboard from Wednesday. Jason Tatum and Al Horford came through at key times with the Celtics, who pick up a road win from the 76ers.
Jason Tatum and Al Horford scored key baskets to lead the Celtics to a 117-107 win over the 76ers. The two combined for 8 points during a 14-4 third-quarter run that gave Boston the lead for good. Then each crucial threes late in the fourth quarter to seal the win. Tatum finished with a game-high 29.
They cover for one another, so making sure that, we space in the right positions and, surround guys with shooters and just make it past the open man, and I was open a lot.
Derek White added 27. Michael Luongo, Philadelphia.
Elsewhere, it was the Kings over the Lakers, 125-110. The Cavaliers defeated the Trailblazers, 109-95. Phoenix 133, Minnesota 115. Orlando over the Bulls. This is SRN Sports. Rounding out the rest of your NBA action from yesterday, the Knicks beat Atlanta 116-114. It was the Bucks over Toronto 128-112, and the Mavericks beat the Wizards 130-117. Golden State's Draymond Green suspended 5 games for grabbing Minnesota's Rudy Gobert in a headlock in a recent game. Major League Baseball news: Garrett Cole, the unanimous winner of his first American League Cy Young Award. Blake Snell took the NL honor in becoming the 7th hurler to earn baseball's top pitching prize in both leagues. League owners are set to vote on the proposed relocation of the A's to Las Vegas at the end of their league-wide meeting today. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred is presenting his recommendation to the 30 owners during the meeting. In the National Hockey League yesterday, the Flyers got by Carolina 3-1. It was the Oilers 4, the Kraken 3 in overtime. Colorado hammered the Ducks 8-2. It was Vancouver 4 and the Islanders 3, that one in OT. This is SRN Sports.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. The Clinton Lady Maroons rolled to their first win of the 2023-24 girls basketball season with a 48-28 romp over Decatur Eisenhower from the Clinton Turkey Tussle Holiday Tournament at Clinton High School Wednesday. Avery Smith led the way for Clinton with 13 points. Reagan Filkin had 11, while Michaela Keppel scored 8 points. Clinton opened up a 26-10 lead at the intermission thanks to a 16-4 second quarter. The Lady Maroons moved to 1-1 overall. They wrap up pool play of the round-robin tournament Friday night at 8 at Clinton High School. Dalton Banks and Luke Kasabuki scored 12 points apiece as Illinois State beat Eastern Illinois 69-61 Wednesday night. Banks was just 2 for 9 from the floor, but went 8 of 10 at the foul line to lead the 2-1 Redbirds. Kasabuki scored 12 points, going 4 of 5, and went 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. Miles Foster shot 5 for 8 to finish with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Nakiel Shelton finished with 22 points for the 1-3 Panthers, while Dan Lewers scored 12 for EIU. The Redbirds go to 2-1 overall. They'll take on Long Beach State on Monday. The Chicago Bears will have Justin Fields back at quarterback Sunday against the Detroit Lions for a stretch of games that could be critical to his future with the team. Coach Matt Eberflus announced the move following 4 missed starts by Fields because of a right dislocated thumb. A decision on Fields' 5th-year contract option was due next spring, and the Bears can use the 7-week stretch to help decide if they want to go forward with Fields or possibly use one of their 2 first-round draft picks on a quarterback. Fields threw 4 touchdown passes in back-to-back starts against the Denver Broncos and Washington Commanders, then was struggling in a 19-13 loss to the Vikings when he suffered the thumb injury. He has a career-best passer rating of 91.6 to go with 11 touchdown passes and 6 interceptions, completing a career-best 61.7% of his passes. Fields started the season struggling for 3 games and losses to Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and Kansas City before improving in his starts in a win over the Commanders, then a loss to the Broncos. Fields says the thumb isn't entirely 100%, but he's good enough. His passing should not be affected. Fields felt ready to return last Thursday night's game against Carolina, but was held out. The Bears are also making offensive line changes with players returning to health. Right guard Nate Davis is back from an ankle injury, and replacement Taven Jenkins is moving back to his starting spot at left guard. As a result, longtime starting guard and center Cody Whitehair will be benched. Lucas Patrick will remain at center. Whitehair has played and started in 117 games since coming to the Bears in the second round of the 2016 draft. He made the Pro Bowl in 2018 at center. Eberflus also says fullback Kari Blasingame is returning from a concussion. Paolo Banchero took 4 dribbles as he backed into the lane and did not bother to look at the rim before lifting off for a fadeaway jumper. Moments later, teammates mobbed him as he scored with a second remaining, lifting the Magic past the Chicago Bulls 96-94 Wednesday night. The Magic held Chicago to 33 points in the lowest scoring first half in the NBA this season and led by 19 in the third, but the Bulls tied it when Zach LaVine buried a 3 in the closing seconds of the game. Banchero, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, then took the inbound pass on the left side following a timeout and backed into the paint with Alex Caruso guarding him. He turned toward the middle and watched as his 7-footer hit the front and back of the rim before falling through the net, which gave Orlando a wild win after losing 3 of 4. Goga Batazzi had 15 points and 11 boards for the Magic. Cole Anthony had 16. Franz Wagner scored 13 as the Magic came away with the win despite shooting nearly 40% and making just 8 of 28 three-pointers. Zach LaVine had 19 for the Bulls, who were also without DeMar DeRozan, who missed the game for personal reasons. Nikola Vucevic scored 17 with 9 boards. Caruso scored 16 after missing 2 games with a toe injury. Andre Drummond grabbed 4 rebounds, but the Bulls, like the Magic, struggled from beyond the arc, making 9 of 33 threes. The two teams play again Friday in Chicago in an in-season tournament Group C game. Get sports anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com.
There's an internet service that's faster and better than cable, faster and better than wireless, and it's coming to Clinton. Connexus is building a fiber internet network in Clinton with service available later this year. Get local, reliable, affordable, and speed of light fiber internet service from Connexus for just $45 a month for 1 gig speed your first year and $65 a month thereafter. Get yourself on the install list for gig fiber internet in Clinton by clicking the Connexus icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. Fiber internet is coming to Clinton. Get on the install list now.
Do you know what to do when a car is pulled over on the side of the road?
Get over!
First, reduce your speed. Second, change lanes if possible. Third, proceed with caution. These 3 simple steps can be the difference between life and death.
What if it's you that's on the side of the road? Do you want everybody to move over for you?
Do the right thing. Slow down, move over, and drive like your life and their life depends on it.
The one thing between you and a bag of America's #1 soybean brand, the single tear strip that takes less than a second to open. That's how close you are to the best agronomic performance a soybean seed has ever achieved, whose #1 status makes you rethink everything you thought you knew about yield potential. Go ahead. Have at it. Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans. #1 for a reason. Visit pioneer.com/performance.
For the latest in Central Illinois agricultural news, visit IllinoisFarmRadio.com. Get updated information on markets, weather, ag news, local interviews with NAFB farm broadcaster Jared White, and much, much more. All at IllinoisFarmRadio.com.
Connexus will provide local, reliable, affordable, and speed-of-light fiber internet to Clinton. Get on the install list now by clicking the Connexus icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. Fiber internet is coming to Clinton. Get on the install list now.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason. President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping held their first meeting in a year yesterday. Among other things, it produced an agreement to restore military-to-military